Everybody, Gary Thorne, Dan Duquette, Vice President in charge of baseball operations for the Orioles, joins me here. We always like to do this in the rain delay. We're going to try and syndicate this show at some point and make a lot of money off it. No, we're not going to do that. I'll tell you one
in the winter.
Maybe in the winter. All right, added Austin Hayes, a 22-year-old outfielder. We've been talking about him for a few minutes. Tell us about Austin Hayes.
Well, Austin Hayes had a terrific year. He started out in the Carolina League. He made their all-star team, and he played in their all-star game. He hit over 300. And then the club moved him to our AA team in Bowie, and we thought he would be challenged there, but he picked up where he left off, and he put up the same numbers in Bowie that he did in the Carolina League, which is he hit around 330. He was on base over 375, and he slugged over 500. And he just turned 22 years old. Not only that, on the year he's hit like 32 home runs. He's driven in 93. He's hit 330 on the year. He's gone through the same leagues that Andrew Benintendi went through last year, and then Andrew came up and helped the Red Sox win the division. But Austin has shown good power at all fields, and he's shown the ability to play a position. He can play the outfield, and he has got a very good arm. So he has all the tools, and we had an opportunity for him when Gary Gentry got hurt, or Craig Gentry,
Yep.
and he's here.
And looking at the numbers, the other thing that absolutely I told you I double-checked this, 411 against left-handed pitchers.
Well, since he signed, he's hit 400 off left-handers. He's been on base over 450. He's slugged over 750. He's really good at hitting left-handed pitching, and I think he can help our ball club, not just for this year, but he'll be a candidate to be an everyday ball player next year for us.
And Dan, we were talking about this earlier. I mean, you could keep him down and avoid the running of time here for arbitration and everything, but this is not somebody you want to do that on.
Well, he's shown all the skills. He's got the 5 tools. He's been able to hit. He's shown power at all fields, and he can compete. He's from Florida. Our scouts did a great job. Kirk Frederickson and Arthur McConaughey. Gary Ray just drafted him, and then he went through our system pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know, he looked good in the spring. He's not intimidated. He's very gritty. And what I really like about him,
Yep.
he doesn't wear any batting gloves. Last player I had like that, Moises Alou. No batting gloves, out there every day, gripping the bat. That's the kind of gritty player that I think will do well, and it's the kind of player that our fans should like.
All right, well, we're going to get a chance to see him here as he is now with the ball club. All right, we talked a little bit about the situation going on. The other story is stealing signs, Red Sox, Yankees. Red Sox have admitted that they have been stealing signs by using their video people, and then they've got some Apple Watch on a trainer, assistant trainer on the bench who's relaying the information to the guys who are coming up to the plate, and Red Sox have admitted doing it. They've also charged the Yankees with using their YES network cameras for the same purpose. So I'm going to leave it right there, and I'm going to say to Dan Duquette, what do you think?
Well, there's nothing like a little gamesmanship to stoke the rivalry, right? Great rivalry between the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Yeah.
What I will say is this. I mean, these two teams, they outspent us almost 2-1 on Major League payroll, 3-1 on recruiting, and the only way we can compete with them is to be very vigilant at every single level of our baseball operation. So our guys do a great job recruiting, player development, at the Major League level, just to be able to compete with these guys. And as I said, we're very vigilant at every step of the way. Buck's a veteran manager. He's been around. He knows what it takes to compete, and so do a lot of the other people in our baseball operation.
So what you're saying, the vigilant thing, and Caleb Joseph, who came on with us a little earlier, was talking about that, the teams, and I'm talking about the Orioles in this situation, are very careful playing the Yankees and Red Sox and everybody else, but especially Yankees, Red Sox, to make sure this kind of thing isn't going on if you can track it down.
Well, it's tough to compete against these guys to start with all the resources they have, and you need to pay attention to your business at every step of the game, okay? I mean, and the communication in game is very important. It's very important so that you can execute your pitch, right? I know a lot of hitters that don't like to have the information. They like to know, you know, what is the guy's pitches that he has when he needs to get an out. What does he go to in the clutch when he needs to make a pitch? And a lot of times that's all they'll go for. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what's going on. I don't know the particulars. But I know we have to compete against these teams, and we do it by being very vigilant every step of the way.
Dan, let me ask you this one. We're talking with Joe Girardi today. One of the things he's talking about is, should baseball look to something like football does with having helmets that have got earpieces in them that would go to maybe a catcher, pitcher, shortstop, second baseman. I mean, do you see that as something that could be done?
Well, the technology has changed the game, and there's ways that the technology can enhance the game and speed it up. And I think that's one way where the communication would be more direct, and you wouldn't be vulnerable to intercepting the communication during the course of the game. So that's certainly something for MLB to consider, and that's something that they have considered. I think they'll continue to consider those things. But you know, this is pretty interesting development today between these two big ball clubs.
You can't help but smile, can you?
Well, the American League East is a very, very competitive division, and I'm happy to say that we compete in it every year.
All right, trying to get these games in. Obviously, these are big games for both of these ball clubs. So with the rain coming down tonight, you really want to wait this thing out and try and get them played, yes?
Yeah, we're going to try to play ball. MLB, the Yanks, and the Orioles, we're all committed to trying to play ball. Hopefully, once these showers get out, we'll be able to play some ball.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I was going to check my watch. You don't have an Apple Watch on, do you?
No, they're not allowed.
He's being non-committal. Oh, they're not allowed. Oh, my gosh. Let me check my earpiece here. See. All right. The grounds crew is coming out here and going to remove the tarp. It has stopped raining. We're hanging here kind of waiting to see what a start time might be. And it may be coming right now. So this is 9:15 start, according to my watch, which has no Apple coordinates on it. That'll be more than a half hour away. All right, if I have any new signs, I'll send them to you. Just keep an eye on your watch, okay?
All right. I don't have a watch.
All right. Dan Duquette joining us here. Thank you very much.
Thank
Really
you, Gary.
appreciate it.